Howdy Geekazoids! It's that time again, another review from Z2H Universe with yours truly, Marcus G-Force. And after a long-awaited pre-order, I finally got the true lady of the night, so to speak, none other than TBLeague's Vampirella. But before I begin, I'd like to point out that if you've noticed, I've temporarily substituted my Z2H background with a black one in homage to the Queen Vampiress herself. But I will bring my regular scheduled background when I take her fully out of the box. But for now, this box, it looks impressive, but it's kind of got this kind of dull look to it, which I've noticed my camera's having a bit of a tough time grasping, but I'm hoping that that'll pass soon enough. But yeah, I love the cover of the box of Vampy in her notorious flaunting bikini-style clothes, or their lack of, with a fancy-looking black cape holding a crossbow, with skulls, the moon, and a restless night scene. What more can you ask in a Vampy box cover? And before I forget, that fancy box comes in this brown box, which says Vampirella SHCC exclusive 1/6 scale action figure, the item number, quantity, net weight, size, and the CTN number. Not too shabby for a brown box. And you know what, while I'm at it, here's the side of the box as well. And I think it's about that time. Let's see what's inside the packaging. And what do you know, it's magnet technology at work. Yay! Pretty darn impressive, because not only do you get a cool box, but when unattached you also get cool artwork to boot. And cool, or better yet, cold-blooded it is. Very nice work on this box and or display, Team TBLeague. Very nice indeed. I like how the middle is a full view of Vampy and the sides are close-ups. But looking relatively realistic the way they posed her in all her vampiress glory. So ultimately you can keep it out as a display or reattach it to become a full-fledged box again. The choice is entirely up to you, and whoa, that's a lot of black, but the light will come soon enough. Really nice. Great job, Team TBLeague. And for now, let's, what should we do next? Alright, let's take a look at the back of the box. Where we see a close-up of Vampirella, and we see her flying in action mode. And we see some words. Hooray for words. And what it says is, in her original origin, a spaceship from Earth crash lands on the dying planet Draculon. The remaining dying inhabitants, the Vampiri, send Vampirella to investigate. She finds the pilots from Earth have blood flowing through their veins, blood which at one point in time flowed in rivers throughout Draculon. Though those rivers have now turned to dust, killing off much of the Vampiri, Vampirella is able to pilot the spaceship back to Earth, where she becomes a good vampire and devotes her energy to ridding our world of the evil vampires, making her first appearance in 1969 and quickly becoming a fixture of comics, horror, and pop culture. Dynamite Entertainment, along with Executive Replicas and Fish Unlimited, are proud to bring you the very first ever licensed 1/6 scale of Vampirella CCG Expo exclusive action doll. And as interesting as all that is, let's take a look what is behind layer number 1. Because if it's like the last Red Sonja figure, it should have 2 layers, and it looks like you get a fair bit. I'll go through all of these in a moment. But so far, it looks like you get some decent looking stuff in just layer number 1 alone. And of course, we see Vampy's seamless figure. And to make it more interesting, we'll uncover layer number 2. Before I do, man, it's got that new smell to it. I mean, I love new smells of anything. Cars, books, and figures even. Collectibles. But aside from that, let's uncover layer number 2. And whoops, looks like a bag that holds her cape, or perhaps capes, because I think you're supposed to get 2 versions from my research, but here it is for now. And more Vampy stuff makes for a cooler Vampy collectible. I'll point out everything that you get in one piece at a time, but for now, let's bring out the Queen Vampiress, Vampirella herself. And here she is, looking absolutely ravishing in her notoriously known and closely accurate one-piece red bikini, of course while showing off the Vampy symbol as well. Her skin tone seems pale enough to yet still be able to show off some muscular elements and details. But we'll get into that in a minute. I promise I point out what she came with in the box one by one, so let's delve into that first. And I'd like to bring out the winking head sculpt. There it is. And if I had to guess, it's the alternative head sculpt. And man, oh man, it looks pretty darn cool. I mean, it's quite detailed, from Vampy's eyes to the detailed mascara, the glitter eye makeup. And I think I even see eyeliner, which is really cool. Her lips look red from both her lipstick and seemingly vampiric blood-licking fun. Even her cheeks look pretty darn perfectly proportioned. But moving on. Let's see, we also get, where's that skull? I wanted to get the skull out next. There it is, which has tiny holes in it so you can utilize Vampy's hands to hold the skull easier than without the holes. Really, really nicely detailed on that skull. You also get, a bat. It has the ability to slip on Vampy's finger like a ring. I mean, it's not a ring, but it's made that way so it can attach to her finger, which is a pretty cool add-on. You also get this zombie-like undead arm, which is mainly made to add to the stand or base that she comes with. Kind of looks like the Wolfman's arm, too, if you ask me. Just saying. Yeah, it looks really cool. Great detail on that one. Let's see, you get one of her favorite weapons, the Crossbow. Looks pretty darn detailed. TBLeague didn't really hold back on this one. Really, really nice. And of course, what is a crossbow without bolts? So you get a few of these bolts, like this one here. You also get an armband, which is made for her upper right arm. Pretty cool. Let's see, you also get these gold bangles or bracelets. A total of 6 is what you get. You also get a total of 8 hands, which equates to 4 pairs. So you get these, you bring them out. You get these lovely hands with black long fingernails. And you get these. Let me just grab them. You get these as well. Best used for the bat figure, I believe. And you also get these holding hands, best used for the crossbow. And of course you get the hands that are currently on Vampy right now. And you get this bag, which I believe consists of one of her capes, as I pointed out earlier. And here's the bag with the other cape, upon which I'll display her with on later in the review. So this is the bare Vampy that you get, and the best thing to do at this point is give you guys a closer look. And her boots. I can't tell if that's real leather or not. Perhaps it's pleather. I don't know, but what I do know is they look just right for mimicking Vampy's boots. And moving up, her legs look like they have some muscle to them, but just the right amount of tone. And there's the notorious golden bat Vampirella symbol on her red bikini. Looking really, really nice. And her arms and shoulders are done just right, not too thick and not too skinny. And her bust was done perfectly, but then again, I'm not surprised as TBLeague and Fission are known for molding perfect busts and bods. Her abs also look nicely detailed with the lines and type of sculpt used. And of course, her red bikini was done just right, which looks to be attached to the pendant/brooch that's attached also to her white collar. And just like the variant, her head sculpt looks no different, albeit I prefer this head sculpt to the variant one. This one too is finely detailed, from her eye mascara and glitter eye makeup to her deep red lips. Same thing goes for her cheeks and chin, perfectly proportioned. And her hair has this perfect shade of jet black with a lustrous sheen to it. You know what? Let's do one more pan up and down before we quickly take a look at her from the back. I will say, so far I have no qualms with her, aside from taking extra care of her due to the type of material she's made of as a seamless figure. She's really been done very finely and very nice indeed. Excellent job, Team TBLeague. I gotta say, hats off to this figure. I highly recommend it. And here she is from the back. So far, so good. So far, no qualms there. But very quickly, let's start off by taking a quick gander at her heels from the back. And yeah, they look perfect. They truly look like Vampy boots come to life in a 1/6 scale. So no issues there. She looks great. Quick note, I poofed out her hair just a tad. I barely touched it. I mean, it was in a sealed bag, but like I said, otherwise I barely did anything to it. And it looks great considering. Very great job on the hair there. And from the back, the bikini itself looks great too. It simply looks like a really solid, seamless figure. So next I'm thinking, let's take a gander at the base that she came with. And right off the bat, we see a very detailed grave or tombstone with detailed skulls positioned in the right places. We see a hand trying to escape the grave. I really like the gray with green, brown perhaps as well, with a hint of smoky colors. Very well done indeed. More skulls up top there. And there's the undead zombie-esque arm that I pointed out earlier. And skulls in a pile, very highly detailed. Totally suits the theme. I really like the crack on the tombstone there. It gives it an extra hint of realism. So, next I'm going to pose Vampirella in some of the things that she came with. Don't expect great poses. At least we'll get to see what she looks like in some of the trinkets that she came with. And here we go. And the final verdict, basing that this is a seamless figure and basing on that alone, TBLeague did a fantastic job in bringing this Vampirella to life. As ironic as that sounds, I can't think of anything better that they could have done. Could this be a perfect score? It just might be. That being said, and once again, I base this solely on it being a seamless figure with the stainless steel armature underneath. And like with most newer seamless figures, has a fair amount of points of articulation as well. I have zero regrets in getting her, and she'll look great beside my Vampirella Women of Dynamite statue. And again, guys, if you like this review, comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, remember, fellow geeks, keep it real, even if real means bringing out your toys is bringing out some fun.